In the history of life, one thing that has defined achievers is willpower. So the sages of old say, where there is a will, there is a way. Dearest viewer and listener, welcome to yet another episode of Life Spells, your motivational series with me, Nana Otupridako. Now, pearl number 12. One does not need abundance in order to be an agent of change nor a blessing and hope for others, but the will and commitment of body, soul, and spirit. Yes, abundance is good, but life's history has taught us over time that too much of it usually tends to make people irresponsible. So abundance could breed irresponsibility. People have everything in abundance and so they cease to think. There is a saying in my local language that translates to mean that need and scarcity is the mother of all creativity and invention. Ohia ma adwendwen. That is how we caption it in my local language, which is Akan. Ohia ma adwendwen. It is only when people are in need that they tend to think and to be more creative. For any individual or group of individuals to begin thinking outside of the box, there must be the need for something. And present education tells us that to be an entrepreneur, you should be somebody who can creatively think outside of the box and do things that ordinary people do not do. But this quote is saying that we do not need abundance. We do not have to be rich or have all the material resources that life can give before we become agents of change or a blessing and hope for other people. Dearest viewer, dearest listener, how committed are you to changing the lives around you? How committed are you to ensuring that needy people around you tend to be hopeful just because you live or just because you are alive? You do not need a gold mine in order to change lives. You do not need a gold mine in order to become an agent of change. No, because you can own all these things and still die without leaving any footprints behind you, without affecting a single life positively. Why? Because you lack the will. And there is no way you can be committed to anything when you do not have the will. So two things that you need are the willpower and commitment. How willing are you to put a smile on the faces of others? Do you want to be called a champion because you won all the titles, the trophies, and amassed all the wealth? Or you want to be called a champion because you stood for other people? Let me just say this. A true champion is not the one who wins all the battles in life, but the one who has the courage to stand, or the one who dares to stand for the cause of others. That is the only thing that defines a true champion from a loser. So again, let me ask. From when you became conscious of the life you are living today, from the very time that you became conscious of your existence as a human being to date, till this very moment that you are listening to me or watching me, how committed have you been to changing somebody else's life. Too many lives have gone down. Too many lives have perished simply because they did not get anyone to stand for them. But common knowledge should tell us that even at creation, the Creator realized and said it was not good for the human being to be alone, and so He made him a helpmate. Why are we born into communities, into families, into friendships? Nature did know and still acknowledges that one man cannot stand all the struggles of this life. And so were we made in communities. Yet, our failure to help one another has made lots and lots of lives perish. What do you stand for? Do you have the will to be an agent of change? We have come a long way with selfishness, which has not worked for the world. And it is time for selflessness to become the key into the future. Are you willing? And will you be committed to that will? Remember, if you are able to affect one positive life, you have saved a community, because it is likely that particular life will also impact on other lives. In order not to bore you with too much talking, let me remind you that you and I do not need abundance in order to be agents of change, nor blessings and hope for others. Rather, all that we need is the will and commitment of body, soul, and spirit. I believe that this will touch your heart and to set you on the new path to selflessly crave to help other people. And as we journey on, hand in hand, lifting one another to ensure that we succeed together, the golden age will be the ultimate achievement. This has been Life Spells, and I am Nana Otupri Dakum. See you at the finish line and be an overcomer.